Well, yesterday it was 70 degrees outside, it was beautiful, and now it's hailing. Welcome hail. Fuck yeah, all right. So, right now we need to run a couple errands. Like I just said in the last video. Legit just ended that video, and now we need to go to the hardware store, we need to get the hardware, we need to go to Wiring Specialties, we need to get the wiring harness for the LS2, and then we can come back and we can start mounting the felony forms. Dom's in there working right now on the brake lines. They're coming out good. He had to pull the dash and everything to do all that. So hopefully we can give a little checkup when we get back. Let's hit it. Pit stop number 1. So good news is she had the bolts that I needed. She ordered them. Here's another 50. Bad news is I think I'm gonna need more of those black spacers. And to be honest, I think I might need maybe 20 more of these. So I had her order another 50 of these and another 50 of those black spacers. So then we'll definitely have enough for the whole car. Those should be here next Wednesday, which sucks. But as long as I get all the rivets in and all of that, and I can figure everything out, I'll fix the caster. Ooh, there's a UPS truck behind me. As long as I can figure out the caster, I can figure out the suspension and everything. Putting the felony forms on will take 2 seconds, so I'm really not worried about that. But now we're gonna go to Wiring Specialties. No power steering. Fuck. Oh my god. I gotta fix that. Or not, because RB20 is not gonna last too much longer in this car anyways. But Wiring Specialties, here we come. Next stop, Wiring Specialties. Just got out of Wiring Specialties, ordered the harness, and I also paid for reflash on my LS2 ECU, just because right now it's just like a factory ECU. Like I need to get rid of all the evap codes and like all of that stuff, and like actually like make it work with the E36. So all of that should be done the next couple of days, and then that will be good. We'll get the harness back, and hopefully we'll be ready to drop the motor in. That's really my goal, is once that engine's in, I'll be confident that we'll make it on the 17th. But Chick-fil-A, I need myself a nice milkshake, even though I shouldn't be eating dairy, but fuck you. This is why I go through the drive-thru reverse. I didn't get that milkshake, I didn't cave, I got a high C instead, even though it's sugary anyways. Look at this is a shit show. Yep. Ugh. Just got back to the shop and I was like super happy, you know, I was like stoked. I just finished riveting this panel, and then I was like, you know what, before I start filming, I'm just gonna rivet the fronts too, just to get it out of the way, because you guys already seen it. You guys don't need to watch that again. So I'm over here like, yeah, I'll get all this work done, and then I'd be like, boom, this is finished. And then I got cock blocked by myself. I guess I never ended up drilling out this panel or anything, and now I'm over here super set back. I need to go ahead and measure all the holes out again. I need to measure it with that, and this is gonna take probably an hour. So after I'm done with this, I'm gonna drill out this felony form, drill out the fender, and then I'm gonna get all the rivets on, and we're gonna get this whole wide body on today. So I marked out all my holes here. Now I'm just ready to drill it. It's all taped up. This is really how it's gonna look. I mean, realistically, I can just leave the tape on and just drive the car how it is. Doesn't look that bad. Give it a little spray paint job and should be good to go.
X gon' give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. Let the non-stop pop out and stainless steel. Go hard getting busy with it, but I got such a good heart that I make a motherfucker want.
Now that the holes are all drilled, I can take this off. I can start to make the actual fender holes bigger for the rivets, and then I can start to actually mount this. And I also have to make these holes bigger, but I'm not gonna film that because I already showed you guys that. Holes are drilled out on both sides, so now the fun part, riveting. So Santa came early.
UPS is here.
Hey, what's up, man?
Okay.
Is this all of mine? I'll take it all.
No, fuck off.
It's not all mine?
This is yours.
Ooh, you already opened it.
No, I just grabbed it.
Yeah, whatever.
This is not yours.
What even is that? Is that a cam?
Okay, hold on. So I'll start boring the coolest. This is yours.
Oh, that's the
this is junk.
That's the coolest.
Junk.
What are you doing? So Tommy wanted me to get a work spell quick release, but they're like $400, and like the NRG one is like 120.
Wait.
So like, but this is the money shot,
White
right?
label. No one knows.
No one knows? You didn't show this?
I showed like the box max, but that's it. Oh, you ready?
Yeah, here it goes. This is what I spent the big bucks on right here. This doesn't really matter to me. There she is. Check it out. My first Keys racing steering wheel ever.
It's pretty rad.
Did you ever think you'd see that day?
No. Dude, I've been driving since like 6:30. I want to die.
You sound like you want to
Should
die.
I do like one of those hula hoop things where you get it to roll back to you?
Not really. But Tommy would like to get sponsored by NRG.
No!
So if they're out there, hit them up.
Yeah, I dare you. I dare you, NRG, to email.
This feels super good.
Wait.
Oh, I got more? Oh, the button. Did you take my horn button again like you did in Florida?
No, 'cause there was no money involved this time.
I don't even know what it looks like, to be honest.
The horn button's the best part.
I've never seen a Vortex wheel either.
Vertex.
Vertex or Vortex?
Vertex.
That's fancy. The Grip Royal one's cooler, but the Keys wheel's cooler. All right, so the rivets are finally done on all sides. So it's the passenger side right here. This is the driver's side. They're all done. I'm stoked. So now I'm gonna be working on is I'm gonna do the back first. I'm gonna get the back felony form on, then that one, then the passenger side. Let's get it. The felony forms are mostly finished. They are all on the car. So this is the driver's side rear. I still need some hardware. I ran out again. I did mess up putting the felony forms on. Like, this is the first time I've ever done a wide body. I didn't really know how many screws to put in it, so I kind of just like measured like 5.5 inches, and then I just did that throughout the whole car. And now that I'm looking at it, there's way too many. Realistically, this probably only needs like the rear probably 8, and I have 21. So it's kind of ridiculous. It's definitely overkill, but at least I don't have to worry about my wide body ever falling off. But so here we have the front driver's side. I was only able to put 4 in, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And I kind of wish there was no holes, because I would just leave it like this. Like, this is not gonna go anywhere. But I messed up. It sucks. This is what the other side looks like with all the holes. I don't know what I think of it. It's kind of hard to like show you on camera, but there's just a bunch of bolts everywhere, and obviously I ran out, so I couldn't do 4 of them. But Dom, he raised the car, he fixed the caster, so now we can actually lower the car, see how it sits, see how it looks, and we gotta lower the back sometime. But let's lower her. All right, so we lowered the car on the ground. You know, the front looks decent, it looks good, but I'm looking at the back and it's just a giant embarrassment. The car is way too high in the back. I suggested to Dom that we kind of just like twist the strut up, and then it compresses the spring more, and therefore you'll get low. But what'd you say?
I said no.
Why?
Because shocks have nothing to do with ride height, and if
they do though.
If they're affecting ride height, you got a big problem.
Well, I guess we're gonna scratch that idea. So I came up with a brilliant idea: just take the perch out. Dom also doesn't agree with that, but at the same time, we really don't have much of an option here. So look at the front. The front looks good. Like, this is good drift stance. Like, I would like to be lower. I want to be kind of stance boy drift like Grant is, but at the same time, the felony forms took me forever to mount. They took just forever to do everything, and I don't want to ruin them. And I think they're not making them anymore, so I definitely don't want to ruin them. Unless someone's tandeming with me and someone hits me, it's a different story. But the front's good. I don't mind this, but the back. Get ready for an eyesore. I mean, just look at this. This is disgusting. You can fist this. Like, you think this is okay?
No.
So why don't you agree with taking the perches out?
Because I wish it could just go a little bit lower.
It can without the perches.
I think it's going to go a lot lower.
No, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be a perfect stance boy low. The only thing I'm nervous about is this is going to be way too lower than the front. That's the only thing I'm worried about, but I don't think taking the perches out is going to be much of a difference. And before people say in the comments, I know I need a spacer. It obviously looks like I need a spacer. I have 2 of them, but I use the extended lugs for the 135, and these stock lugs don't fit with the spacer. I'm still waiting on my extended lugs to come in. I don't even know why they haven't came in yet. Maybe the order didn't go through. But I'm waiting for those, and then we can actually put the spacer on, and it won't look like a hovercraft piece of garbage. But here are my spacers right here. 20 mil. What does 20 mil equal out to, like an inch?
A little bit less, 4 millimeters less.
Yeah. So these are them. It'll definitely look a lot better with these. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to lift the car up. I'm going to take the purchase out because I can't stand this. But Valley Forms are on. We did something. So me and Dom, we're still having this argument. He really doesn't want to take the purchase out. He thinks, you know, because the perch kind of seats the spring from not moving. And I agree with him, but I need to be more lower. But he really doesn't want to take these perches out. So I called Grant, and he has 5-inch springs. And the springs I have right now, we just took them out and measured them. They're 6 inches. So he's coming up right now. He's going to bring the 5-inch springs to try to save the perches. But I'm telling you, if it's not low enough, we're taking the perches out with the 5-inch springs. So, I mean, this is where we're at right now. It's just the struts dangling and the springs ready to come out. And Dom won't let me touch this bolt right here because that's what holds the perch in. But it might happen tonight. It might. Grant just dropped by. He dropped off these springs. These are the 5-inch springs right here. This is a 6-inch. You want to put that on the ground real quick? So you can see. Dude, that's not going to make much of a difference. I'm telling you, we're probably still having to take the perches out. Perches. So we're just going to put these in the car real quick, see how much it actually lowers it, and we're going to have to end up taking it apart again. I already know it. So it's my lucky day. We actually have to take the perches out because the springs that Grant just dropped off, they the circumference is a little bit narrower here, so it actually doesn't fit on the perch. So sorry, Dom, but no perch tonight. All right, so the spring's in. Can you just take the spring out?
I'm moving it around. Hopefully it lands in the right spot.
This is so exciting. Are you excited?
No, I'm pissed.
I'm so stoked. I'm literally getting like air of hydraulic fluid in my nose right now from this lift. Little breather. This is sick. Here we go. The money shot. Everyone's been waiting for this. That's good. That's perfect. How does it look like even-wise? Because once we get that spacer on, that's good. I'm happy with that.
It's going to go even lower too.
What, when it settles?
We only did one side.
Oh, no way! This is great. This is great news right now. So, this is the stance I'm going with. I'm happy with it. It's not going to be hovercraft in about a week or whenever the fuck my extended lugs come in. Dude, this is kind of low.
It's pretty low. I mean, it looks good.
Oh, so it's good that we took the perches out.
I said it looks good.
But you still don't agree with the perches. Well, at the end of the day, I asked Grant, I'm like, Grant, does your car feel any different without the perches? And you know what he told me? He says he doesn't feel the difference. So if he doesn't feel the difference, I'm sure as hell not going to feel the difference. Let's do the other side. Let's hit it. Dom's taking out the spring right now with like not even like lifting it up. Wait, why are you taking it out?
Because I hate it.
What do you mean you hate it? So I'm just going to run struts then. So yeah, it's just loosey-goosey. You really don't think that's doing anything?
No.
I think it's fine. So we're going to do it to this side real quick. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Everyone's probably going to call me an idiot, but at the same time, Grant's doing the same thing, and his car is great. If he's watched him drift, he's a pro. So we could be pro together. All right, so I kind of just been like walking around the car for like 10 minutes, like jumping around with a big smile on my face, and I'm super stoked. I'm so excited on how this looks. It's like slammed in the rear. It does look a little higher in the front, but the rocker is literally flat. That's kind of just like how E36s are. They come stock raked, but I'm not gonna mess with the ride height anymore. This is exactly how I want it. I'm so eager for my spacers to come in, so like it's not hovercraft anymore, but I just opened this box from BMW that I legit ordered like months and months ago, and it's the trim for the doors and stuff, and I know my door isn't finished wrapped, but I just want to put these on real quick just to see what it looks like. Check this out. Oh my God, I'm so fucking stoked right now. So I'm gonna put these on real fast, then we're just gonna take a quick look at it. I'm stoked. Take a shot every time I say stoked. Stoked. All right, so I'm jumping the gun over here. I shouldn't put them on yet just because this door is not wrapped yet, and you kind of have to like tuck it under this, and once you put them on, I don't really want to take it off because it's like brand new. So once it's on, I want it on for good because I don't want to pull it off and like break a clip or something. So I'm just gonna show you this piece right here. Trust me, I'm as bummed as you are. I'm probably way more bummed that I'm not putting this trim on. What really bums me out is I'm gonna have to put the trim on right here. And I'm gonna have to end up cutting some of it because if you see here, it's not cut all the way. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to like cut it like this all the way down and just kind of like make it nice down here. And then it's gonna cut some of my new trim, but it's gonna look awesome. The car's coming along. I'm stoked. And Dom finished all the front brake lines, and he also finished the brake line that goes to the ASD. The only thing that's left for the brake lines is the rears, just because we have to like drop the gas tank and stuff, and we actually ran out of line. We don't have enough line to go from the hydro to the rear brake lines, but this is probably the best brake line setup I've ever seen ever. It's sick. And it goes over there, and then inside there's a proportioning valve and everything. Check out this fanciness. So all of these brake lines and stuff, it's all gonna be hidden behind the center console. So you're gonna see none of this. You're legit only gonna see like this lever right here. Proportioning valve just sitting right there, chilling. And this car's coming along. The dash is out right now because it's gonna be a lot easier to put the GTO pedal in and stuff. So we're waiting for the GTO pedal to come in before we actually do that, or before we actually put the dash in. And I need to take this off, and I need to RTV around it so no water leaks into the car when it's raining, because there's no RTV around this. But I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. I'm just like lost in words. Is this powder coated? This is stock? This really? This feels minty. Minty fresh. Oh, dude, I got a BMW key too? This is sick. This is so cool. So all the fittings are also converted to Dash 3 instead of like the metric fittings. And we also have, it's a good thing that we have these fittings because we use the bulkheads right here. This hole was actually for the throttle cable, but since I don't have the throttle cable anymore, we use that hole to go into the proportioning valve, and then from the proportioning valve to the ASD. But it's sick that it's Dash 3 AM. Got that M3 cluster that is going to work. That's why I wanted to do, that's why I was waiting to buy the Wiring Specialty Pro harness when they came out, and they came out, I think it was like a month and a half ago, but I just like found out about it last week. That's why I went and bought it today. The reason why I got that, so it can run the stock cluster, just because personally, I don't remember if I ever showed you guys like the cluster of the LS1. I'm sure like it's in videos, but like I just don't like how it looks. It just looks like a little ghetto to me, and I just like the clean look of like just like a stock OEM cluster. So I'm very excited that that's gonna work. Is the temp gauge and stuff gonna work too? That's so cool. But before I end this video, I just wanted to talk about real quick what Tommy got for me at the Toge factory. As you guys already know, you saw it. I got this Keys racing steering wheel because I've really, other than Nardi, I've never really had like a super nice steering wheel, and I really just wanted to go all out on this drift car. I really wanted to just be super nice, so I decided to go with a Keys racing steering wheel. I've never had one, but like the leather, it just like feels so good in your hand. I'm gonna be a butthurt, and when I'm drifting, I'm gonna buy drifting gloves so like I keep the steering wheel clean and everything. So Jack, I got that advice from you. Thank you. And I also got the NRG quick release because the works bell is just too much. Tommy calls me an asshole for that, but to me, I've ran NRG quick releases forever. They've never broken on me, so seem fine to me. It's just black, it doesn't really bother me, and I saved $200-300. So with that being said, I got a new helmet for the season 2. Oh, I didn't even show you the helmet. I don't really want to take it out, but it's super nice. I love it. You guys will see it when we actually go to a drift event. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to subscribe for more, subscribe for more. We're going to start picking up on the LS2 again on Monday. Right now it's Friday. Take a little break from that, do some other things. I would like to fix the Forester. My friend Devin Zekas, he has some trails near his house that he thinks is pretty nutty for the Forester. So definitely give this video a thumbs up if you guys want to see that. And I will see you in the next one. Hopefully the Forester will be good. Peace.